You've probably heard the saying, learn from other people's mistakes. This is the second video in a series on buying new construction that will provide some important information to help you avoid those mistakes and make the right choices to save you money and avoid hassles. Today, I'll explain the importance of how to shop for new construction, hint with your realtor, and then cover the initial step of selecting a home and its associated options. I'll get started right now. Hello, my name is Danny Lee, Texas Realtor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties, the Bayou to Beach Group. I serve Brazoria and Galveston counties all the way from the Bayou City to the beach, and I love working with hometown heroes, educators, veterans, first responders, and healthcare professionals. Jumping right into today's topics. 1. Dealing with builders. In most cases, when you visit a builder's model home, the sales consultants will ask you to register with your name and contact information. For some builders, this means that your realtor must be physically present on the first visit. For other more reasonable, flexible builders, they simply want you to write your realtor's name and contact information on the registration card. Learn from some of my previous clients' mistakes and do not allow the builder to prevent you from having the benefit of representation from your professional real estate agent. To play it safe, if your realtor is not available to tour model homes with you, then you might consider an incognito approach where you use your first name only, and if asked to register, simply say that you'll return later with your realtor. By the way, you might experience a situation where a builder's sales consultant attempts to convince you that their last inventory home will be gone by the end of the weekend, and so you need to buy now, and you don't have time to wait on your realtor. This particular high-pressure sales tactic is called fear of loss. What they said may or may not be the full truth, but my advice is do not let anyone rush you into a high-dollar decision that will have a big impact on your life. 2. Home selection. What to expect when selecting and putting a contract in place to purchase a new construction home. Dirt build or inventory. Right now, most builders are refusing to accept contracts for so-called dirt builds, where you select a lot and floor plan to build from the ground up. The price of lumber has increased so rapidly that builders have a really big problem trying to predict their costs with these long-term 6 to 9 month builds. For this reason, almost all builders are focusing on constructing inventory homes. With inventory homes, also called spec homes, the builder will begin construction on various floor plans with expectations of selling them within 1 to 2 months of completion. By that time, they will have already purchased the materials, so the builder has a good grasp of their actual costs and can then sell the home at a price where they can make a reasonable profit, which makes sense, right? Many builders were hurt on dirt builds over the last year as the price of lumber tripled.
Wow.
So that was the extended version of, hey, you're probably going to be buying an inventory home. You'll notice that I will occasionally go a bit long on some topics, but I think it really important in some cases to tell you both the how and the why of things. Going into the home selection process, you want to have a pretty good idea of your budget so that you'll be looking at homes that are in your price range. It's no fun to get excited about an awesome home that you simply cannot buy, or worse, where you allow yourself to be talked into buying something too expensive that will be a big financial stress in years to come. It is important to decide in advance on your must-have home features versus nice-to-have features. For example, you might decide that you must have 3 bedrooms plus a study because you work from home, but game and media rooms fall into the nice-to-have category. You might have elderly parents that cannot handle stairs, so you really want a 1-story instead of a 2-story. You get the idea. It's a simple fact that if you don't know what you want, then your buying decision process will be excruciating with lots of second thoughts and time wasted. When selecting an inventory home, it's important to know what's included in the price. When inventory homes are pre-planned by the builder, they'll construct various floor plans and select popular elevations, brick, paint, and flooring to provide different choices for buyers. So generally this is preset and not something that a buyer can change, but this may depend upon the builder and the home stage of construction. There will be plenty of other decisions to be made. Generally, you can expect that a dishwasher, cooktop, Traditional oven, microwave oven, ceiling fans in the family room and primary bedroom are standard without additional charge. However, there are many other things that aren't always included, such as irrigation systems, gutters, grass sod front and back, window blinds, stainless steel appliances, garage door openers, and ceiling fans in all rooms, to name a few. This is one place where your realtor can be very helpful. Thanks for watching. Our next video in the series will be about the builder's purchase contract and what to expect while working with a realtor and the builder's sales consultant to negotiate, review, and sign the contract. Please subscribe and click the notification bell. If this video had value for you, please like and comment about what you liked or ask questions. I publish new videos every Tuesday.